Let's resume. This filter just came on. Let's resume Glitch in the Matrix Stories, part 168, Mall Loop Glitch. Hello, hi. I've seen quite a few of your videos on TikTok and have hesitated to send my story as it never seemed as crazy as some of the stories I'd seen, but it still burns in a corner of my mind and I cannot explain what happened. Your story matters. Everyone's stories matter. Everyone's experiences are valid and they matter, and I love you. Okay, let's go. My story takes place in 2010, 2011, back when I was in high school and back when the Tom's shoe craze had really just kicked off. Back then, you could only get them online or at a Macy's store, so it was difficult to know which ones to buy unless you could manage to find your way to the store. I grew up in the suburbs where we did not have a Macy's store, so my boyfriend at the time and I decided we would head to the mall across town to find them. It's important to note that at this mall, the Macy's is located at one end of the mall, so you have to traverse the entire thing if you parked on the wrong end. Well, having never been to this mall, we ended up parking on the wrong end. On the side we entered, we went through the JCPenney to enter and walked across. I have vivid memories of walking the entire mall, including passing by the food court and a pet store that was located just outside of Macy's. This pet store is the key memory I have of this event because it is the entire reason that I know that we made it to the Macy's, because I debated going inside to look at the puppies, but decided not to because I knew they likely came from a mill and I would rather support the local shelter. That was a heck of a run-on sentence. My boyfriend and I entered Macy's and started looking around at all the shoes, but we were struggling to find any Toms, so after about 10 minutes, I stopped and asked an employee. This poor woman looked so confused at first, and we explained that we knew that only Macy's carried them in person. At that point, the woman informed us that we were in JCPenney, and we would need to walk across the entire mall in order to get to Macy's. What? We were baffled. Yeah. Determinedly, if not a little wearily, we walked the entire length of the mall again. I kept pointing out the different stores that I knew we had previously passed, and he swore up and down he remembered them too. But this was our first time ever at that mall, so it didn't make sense for both of us to have the memories of all the stores if we had not already walked the entire length. We passed the pet store once more, and that was the last straw of the memory that I had, and I think why this story has stayed with me all these years. For anyone who is wondering, I did find the Toms and the Macy's on the second time around, but didn't end up purchasing any because I felt as if the vibes were off. My boyfriend in this story is a long since ex, but I'm certain if you asked him, he would still remember this happening. Thank you for your time. Maybe there's like a portal outside that Macy's, so like you checked out, you were like, oh, maybe I should go in and check out the puppies, and then you're like, nah, and you walked through the portal and you went, whoop, right back to JCPenney's? I don't know. That was weird. What do you guys think?